Hey guys, Dylan here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing the topic of Blade being into the MCU. Now, I know a lot of people want Blade in the MCU, but they want him in a Netflix show because he's a bit of a darker character. I'm going to explain why that's not going to be a good idea. So the first three Blade movies, like 1998, 2002, and 2004 or 2005, I can't remember exactly when the third one came out, was produced by New Line Cinema, which is a film production label of Warner Bros. And it featured Wesley Snipes as the titular character known as Blade. Now, these movies worked well because it implanted the idea of vampires into our present world. If they were in the Netflix shows, not much of the Netflix shows sort of crosses into the main MCU continuity. So having the vampires and all that within the Netflix shows wouldn't really work well. If they were in the movies, that means they could cross over into lots of things. We could have Morbius coming on into Spider-Man and everything like that. Now they could cross over. This could be like a little crossover thing to do with Netflix and the movies and everything like that, just to connect them in. But I just think the best way to connect the Marvel and the Netflix shows is to bring Daredevil or something like that, or all of the Defenders, even the Punisher, into it properly, physically into the MCU continuous, so they can roam around the movies and the shows as well, like both constantly side by side. But a Blade movie would work better. That means it's going to fully implement the things that all of these movies can sort of connect together, which means the vampires can connect heavily into the MCU, and it can be created sort of a timeline thing. Maybe even a way to introduce some of the X-Men into the more continuity. We can do the Curse of the Mutants story arc, which ran for about, I think, 26 issues across. There was a X-Men event which also crossed over with Blade, so we could have Blade and the X-Men sort of crossing over and like that, because now that Disney owns Fox and Disney owns Blade as well right now, because I'm assuming that's happening because New Line Cinema hasn't made a Blade movie forever, so I'm assuming that they still Disney owns the rights to that now. So having them in there, they'll be able to cross over to lots of different things. We could even get, like I said before, get Morbius in there. The Avengers could go to Count Dracula's tower and find that and everything like that. We could have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It could cross over onto that show with the cleanup and everything like that. We could maybe even be able to get this massive sort of like 4 or 5 films just dedicated to this sort of vampire thing with the story arc all lined up, and like the end of it we could have the death of Dracula or something like that, and then that could sort of blend into like the second or third Blade movies that have the death of Dracula and how that's sort of going in the vampire community and everything like that. Just have Blade as like the full standpoint for the vampires, like the voice of the vampire community, I guess, for the Marvel movies, and but just have it, make sure it has to cross over with the movies, because if it's in the TV shows, the likeliness of it coming into the movies properly, like getting Morbius or Dracula in the movies, is very, very slim if it's on the Netflix show. So I just really want them into the movies. It would be implemented much better that way. And like what the head of Disney said about Deadpool now being owned by Disney, if we just let viewers know what's coming, that would be fine. We could have like a Max in, like from the Max comics, like it was a really dark, gritty sort of, had lots of swearing and blood and guts and everything like that. And that we can just put like a Max sort of line for movies and for the MCU, which would work for Blade. But anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys did like this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment about your thoughts and opinions on the topic discussed in this video, and you can also comment anything you would like to as well. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up with the content coming out every Wednesday and Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.